What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal 61. Today was the last day of week 10 in my pull B session. Started off with some RDLs, showing my warm ups here. Just a little bit, obviously, doing the movement, doing some barbell rows. I did a little bit of light pull downs and then some hanging leg raises. I started to include my core training at the beginning of my session, uh, thanks to Mr. Sam Sheether, probably one of my biggest training influences, and stuff that I have ripped off from him a lot. And this was probably one of my favorite ones, because I feel like specifically in the squat, I had a hard time really filling my core and really having a deep connection while I was lifting, which is very, especially for squat, very detrimental. And I think since I started adding my core training to the beginning of my sessions, I feel like my squat and my awareness has improved exponentially, and I'm getting very very good squat training, which to me is very important because squat is my weakest lift, and it's something that I am quite enjoying now thanks to this change. But training has, I feel like, has been going very well recently. I've been like not only feeling like my form is locked in, but feeling very strong within that form. Taking more warm ups, doing my rep scheme all the way up. So I did a plate for six, plate quarter for six, two for four, I think, and then 242 for two, and then I did my working set. And normally I probably wouldn't have taken that many. Like I would have just start cutting the reps off, but I feel like I think this is something that I got from Sam as well, where it's just like doing more work on the way up, especially during like volume phases, just accumulating more volume, or maybe it was strength phases. I can't remember, but it's just a way of like accumulating more submaximal volume on the way up and kind of like really locking into your form and activating the musculature that needs to be activated. Um, and I feel like for me, this really works because sometimes I have a hard time locking into that, and really just getting the reps in early will set me up to be more successful. So I've kind of adapted that as well into my training, and it's felt very good when I've done it. When I remember to do it, and not just like just ego child it. I think I went back this week on pull downs, on these pull downs specifically. I don't know if it was like the set of Yates rows that I did just to try it out. Again, I don't know how I feel about barbell rows, specifically like Yates rows. I think when I've done barbell rows and I've enjoyed them, it's been from like a RDL hinge position starting from the floor and then like letting your torso rise naturally rather than starting from the top down. So I might try it again next week and do like a, I wouldn't say it's like a Penlay style. I don't know what kind of style it is, but you kind of just start from a hinge position, not like your deadlift stance, but a little bit more hips rised, and then just row to like your belly button area, and then not really jerk it up or try to get a lot of body English, but kind of just letting your torso rise as it is naturally. Um, I've liked that when I've done those, which is not much because I'm not a huge barbell row component. I do like these dumbbell rows though. Again, another Sam Sheether classic. My my Woda Natty Goat. Um, but I really tried to focus on bracing very well because I feel like when I've done dumbbell rows historically, my lower back has kind of been on fire, and I think that's just poor bracing for me. Um, And the only other thing that I think I messed up on this is my strap. I was like tying it, I was like looping it all the way around, and it was making it sit weird in my hand. And for whatever reason, when I only wrapped it twice instead of three times, it just felt better. Um, don't know what it is. I think it's just, yeah, just sitting weird in my hand. But that's pretty much the only thing that felt weird when I was doing it. When I did it normally, it kind of just felt really good. Could probably get a little bit lower. I think I'm maybe sitting a little bit too high, and then my upper back is rounded too much. Um, but I do like those. I'm gonna keep those in. I don't know how I feel about this machine. I feel like I really, really want to like it, but for some reason I don't know if I do. I don't dislike it, but I don't know if I really like it. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I was kind of feeling a decent amount of bicep activation on this, and I don't know if it's cuz the foot plating is too low. Maybe I should put it up. Maybe I should put the handles out one more because it's kind of like at 4. I think there's 6, and I'm at 4, so I don't know if I need to put it out more. Um, but I don't know what it is, man. Like I like it, but I don't at the same time. And it's not just because it's hard, you know. Like I just don't know if I feel it all that much, like how I feel the Cybex chest supported row that I do. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna play around it with it more. Maybe not go as heavy as I've been going because I've been really trying to just jam a plate on there just for the sake of doing it, which is not my brightest idea. So I'm probably going to drop the load on that and just focus on getting a really good contraction because historically, like my mid upper back traps area has been a weak point. And I really want to bring that up. And I think specifically for like rows, chest supported rows and T bar, it's like very overrated to just go heavy because if you're not really retracting your scapula, you're not getting the work that you need to. And a lot of people just kind of like to jam plates on there and they're just like, yeah, that's effective. But if you're not retracting your scapula, you're not getting the work that you need to um, for a decent amount. At least for me, it feels like when I've done it. But it was a good training session nonetheless. I had a lot of fun, feeling very confident about training going into to week 11. I'm starting to get into weights that I kind of I guess like now. You know, gonna be nearing 2 plates soon on bench. Squat still taking off slow. I might take another jump just because squat has been feeling so good. And I've kind of like shed a lot of leg fatigue. So I might take another 5 kilo jump next week, but we'll see. I've just been feeling really strong, and I think squat is the one where I want to push it a good amount, but we'll see. But that's pretty much it, guys. The end of week 10. I'll be back in 2 days for week 11. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in October. Thanks for watching.